Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. Wallace Industrial in West Frankfort.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage, warehousing, and office space in Tennessee, Indianapolis, Ohio, Illinois, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Please feel free to contact us for any management needed for your property. Feel free to reach out with any questions to Bobby and Iris Kazadi.
With an award-winning body shop right here in West Frankfort, Illinois, Wicks is your hometown Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram dealer. Come out and visit us in person or online at gregweeks.com. Your hometown dealership, right on the price, right off I-57.
Kids Corral Incorporated, celebrating 25 years serving the children and families of Southern Illinois. Owned and operated by Jana King and Kristen Cass. Kids Corral in West Frankfort.
Redbirds Live, brought to you by the partners of Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, including former West Frankfort High School dual sport standout Lance Brown and fellow West Frankfort alumni and veteran Matthew Carroll. The law firm of Sam C. Mitchell and Associates are proud members of the West Frankfort community and proud servants of all of Southern Illinois.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's Auto, Home, and Life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Contact Power Wash Plus for a free quote on all your residential or commercial pressure washing needs. Professionally operated and fully insured. Call Power Wash Plus at 618-663-2505 for more information. That's Power Wash Plus at 618-663-2505.
Howell Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Howell Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 937-4000.
Make light work of everything with Honda's top-of-the-line family of Pioneer 1000 side-by-sides. All models sport a best-in-class engine and an exclusive 6-speed automatic dual-clutch transmission. Then there's the 1005 models, equipped with Honda's quick-flip seating that seats up to 5 passengers. So find your next Honda Pioneer today at Build the Lodge Honda in West Frankfort.
Experience a taste of Mexico at La Fiesta Mexican Restaurant. We have the best food and drinks for the whole family to enjoy. See you tomorrow, amigos.
E.R. Brown Furniture has been providing West Frankfort and Southern Illinois communities quality furniture for 109 years. E.R. Furniture has the largest selection of Lazy Boy furniture and can help you find your next recliner, sofa, or love seat. E.R. Brown Furniture can provide delivery and set up to your home as well. It's E.R. Brown Furniture, downtown West Frankfort.
The city of West Frankfort is proud to support the students of Frankfort Community High School. The future is in the youth of our community. Go Redbirds.
People's National Bank has been serving the communities of Southern Illinois since 1909. We believe that great customer service along with a wide variety of products will meet all of your banking needs. Come in and check us out today. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
McDonald's, family owned and operated. Moreland Bishop McDonald's has 21 locations to serve you.
The West Frankfort Aquatic and Activity Center are proud partners of Redbirds Live. Come check out our heated indoor swimming pool, fitness center, and basketball gym. Stop by for a visit, or you can contact us at 618-937-1665.
We welcome you in for the championship game of the West Frankfort Midwinter Classic between the West Frankfort Redbirds and the Crab Orchard Trojans. I'm Garrett Smith. I welcome in Quincy King.
Gary, how you doing?
This is what this tournament's all about. We're here for a title game. We got two teams coming in 2-0. Frankfort looking for their biggest win in a long time.
It's going to be a very exciting night. Like you said, both teams 2-0, and Frankfort has been in this position a few years now, and it's going to be really a big thrill for them guys to get on the court and prove that they can win a big game like tonight.
This is the Wallace Industrial pregame show. It's going to be fun, and it's a long time coming, and it's important for the Frankfort faithful to show out, and so far We're still filling up the gym here. It looks good, and we got a good game on tap between two good teams, West Frankfort Redbirds, Crab Orchard Trojans. Let's get to the keys of the game. That's brought to you by Weeks. Quincy, what's the keys for Coach Sertich's team to wrap up the midwinter championship?
You know what Frankfurt's got to do tonight? They got to come in and they got to be calm, cool, and collected. You got to have a good perimeter defense tonight. Frankfurt, over the course of the season, their perimeter defense has not been the best. Hopefully that can be changed tonight because Crab Orchard, like they've shown the past two games in this tournament, they're going to shoot the heck out of the three ball, and they will almost shoot it. If it's not falling for them, they'll keep shooting that ball until it does. So you got to have good perimeter defense tonight, and you got to be able to rebound the ball. You can do those things on your defensive side. It will look good down there. You go down to the offensive side. You know, you really got to, for this Crab Orchard defense, you got to hammer them inside. You really got to take it in and make them play physical because the first two games, I don't know how physical Crab Orchard has played, but it seems like if you can really get into their interior defense, you can find some holes in there.
They're almost willing to give up points to score points. And
Yeah.
if Frankfurt can score points and play some good perimeter defense, you got to like your shot at winning this thing, even with up against a really good shooting team. If you get out, contest, that's going to make a big difference on whether or not they're hitting threes as compared to an open shot, which is basically just a warm up, a practice shot.
Yeah. Frankfurt, it's like, you're going to see it. You've seen it the past two games. I would be shocked if they're not playing really up and in their face tonight. You got to play beyond the 3-point arc, and if they're not willing to do that tonight, I they're probably not willing to win this game.
And we know they've gotten a couple good looks at him. They played in this gym twice this week. We'll look at the path to the tournament or to the tournament championship here, how both teams got here. Frankfort wins Monday night 50-15. And in a defensive game, that Frankfort really shut down Thompsonville's offense, forced a lot of turnovers. They were slow scoring the basketball to start, but they got it going. Crab Orchard's first game, they knock off the same team, Thompsonville, 74-46. They made a lot of threes, and they were willing to give up some shots, but they knew Thompsonville couldn't hang offensively. Game two for each team went against Cairo, and Frankfort probably played their best 4 quarters of basketball for any game this year against the Cairo team, 76-33, and you were on the call for that one.
Yeah, their offense is really working that game. Frankfurt didn't have many downsides at all on offense, shooting the ball and taking it to Cairo. They really put up some points against them, and can't discredit the defense at all. Holding a team to 33 points in a game and 15 at Thompsonville, it's pretty impressive.
And then last night, Crab Orchard got their crack at Cairo. They won at 73-62 in a game where Cairo was right there in it, but Crab Orchard just proved to have a little bit too much firepower.
Yeah, we saw what Crab Orchard is, what their whole game plan really is, and it's, we'll give up a 2 to you, but we're going to go down on our side of them. We're going to shoot a 3. And over the course of the span, when it starts to add up, Crab Orchard starts to pull away.
The only thing you don't like is that this Trojan team, if you're a Redbird fan, the only thing you're not liking is they've had plenty of time to practice in this gym and shoot on these rims. And I will say in the 2 games they've played, they've looked pretty comfortable, and they've made a good chunk of their threes that were thrown out.
Yeah, Crab Orchard coming in. Usually playing at Max Morrison maybe takes a shooting team, a few games and a little bit to really get accustomed to it. Seems like their first game here, they really just started to jump the gun and shooting the lights out of the ball, looking really well from the 3-point line.
Let's hope the Redbirds are up for the moment, because we know that they're just more inconsistent than Crab Orchard. And let's be honest, if I'm putting it frank, if the Redbirds play to their capabilities, I think they win tonight.
Yeah, I think that's no question about it. If Frankfurt can play like we know Frankfurt can play to their capabilities, and don't make simple mistakes, keep their head attached and into this game, there's no reason that Frankfurt should lose.
And Crab Orchard comes in a good record, and they've beat up on some teams, but they live and die by that 3. We've mentioned it all week, and we're going to find out tonight if that's going to get them to a championship over here at the Midwinter. The big positive for Frankfort, they've been really good defensively the 2 nights they've played over here. So it's a defensive team versus an offensive team here tonight. Which one's going to prevail? We're going to find out. Looks like we're going to do another national anthem here for this title game. So we will pause, let the national anthem play out, and then we'll give you the starting lineup. It's time to meet the starting lineup. That's brought to you by Sam C. Mitchell and Associates in West Frankfort. We will begin with the Trojans of Crab Orchard, led by head coach John Brown. Number 1, 6-foot junior Cameron Dawes. Number 2, 6'1" senior Colton Stover. Number 10, 5'9" junior Carter Watts. Number 20, 5'9" junior Cameron Clark. And number 30, 5'10" senior Ethan Travelstead. It'll be Dawes, Stover, Watts, Clark, and Travelstead, led by Coach John Brown. And during that break, gave out a couple of awards. Tom McKee Award goes to Richard Glodich, a longtime AD and forever West Frankfort Redbird. Richard Glodich takes home Tom McKee Award, and Sportsmanship Award goes to Javion Isaacs. So congrats to both those fine gentlemen, and about time to meet West Frankfort's starting lineup here, led by Coach Josh Surdich here in his 3rd season, leading the Redbirds and coaching about to be his biggest game.
This is definitely West Frankfort head coach Sardich's his biggest game of his career. It's not very often nowadays you get a Midwinter Classic Championship game at home with how the program has been over the past couple of years. But tonight is a big night for him and a big night for West Frankfort.
At Clifton Central, he had some good teams, won some big games. But since making the move, this is the biggest. His biggest win, I would say, came this year against a very solid Nashville team. Regardless if you think Nashville's better than Crab Orchard, a win tonight eclipses that win on his list of best games as a Redbird. Starting for Frankfort, number 3, 6-foot junior Eli Tyson. Number 10, 6'2" sophomore Quentin Osborne. Number 0, 6'2" senior D.T. Thomas. Number 24, 5'10" senior Brady Melvin. And number 35, 6'2" senior Keegan Bowers. It's Thomas, Tyson, Osborne, Melvin, and Bowers for Frankfort. It's Dawes, Stover, Watts, Clark, and Travelstead for Crab Orchard. They're led by John Brown. Frankfort's led by Josh Surdich. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Sam C. Mitchell and Associates. Shout out everyone that's come out here tonight to support both Crab Orchard and West Frankfort and the communities all together. And FCHS band doing great work here in this pregame. We're ready to go. Frankfort in the home whites. Crab Orchard in the road black with orange trim. And Frankfort needs to feed off this energy they have here at Max Morris here on this Friday night in downtown Frankfort.
Maybe they can do the same of what we saw against Nashville. Had a good showing for our first home game of the year. Played very well. Got a win against Nashville. I'm expecting some good energy from West Frankfort tonight.
Dawes and Bowers, center court. It's controlled by Crab Orchard. And here's Watts to the goal. Pass deflected. Travelstead recovers. Tyson up in him. Here's Stover. Now top with it is Clark. Dribbles right of the lane. Kicks out corner. Stover has to skip out top. Here's Watts with the basketball. Around his man left of the lane. Gives to Dawes in the left corner. Guarded by Thomas. Works it out top. 25 seconds in. We're scoreless. Here Max Morris Boys Championship. Here the Midwinter Classic. Working around Osborne to the goal. Floats it up. Around. No good. Rebound underneath. Out of bounds. Frankfort basketball. And I will say that's one possession with the adrenaline rush, out of the gates. But out of the 3 teams Crab Orchard's seen, Frankfort's probably going to give them their most fits out on the perimeter.
Yeah, that's going to happen if Redbirds want to get a game tonight. There's good intensity coming out.
Bauer spins in the post. Missed. Rebound Dawes. And Crab looks to push. Middle of the court. Pull up. Dawes. No good. Rebound. D.T. Thomas. Rebounds. Frankfort has to win to have a shot here tonight. Right side Tyson. Spins into the lane. He lost it. Taken away. Another turnover. Link to the floor. Layup. In and a foul. Foul on Melvin, and Crab Orchard has the lead, 2-0.
It's an early foul from Melvin. Definitely one of our guys tonight. We do not need to be in foul trouble.
2-0 Trojans. Early, and Frankfort with a quick turnover leads to a basket on the other end. Free throw good from Watts. Out top, Tyson. Dribble handoff, Bowers. Top of the key. He dribbled it right in front of Dawes. Knocked loose. Bowers got it back. Now it's into the hands of Melvin. He looks to push. Left lane. Goes to the goal. Scores. Frankfort on the board. It was sloppy, but they're on the board. Stover gives top. Free throw line jumper. Short. Rebound. D.T. Thomas. Off the miss from Clark. Here's Bowers. Looks to push. Slows things up. Was going to go to Melvin. Instead, Bowers right. He's fouled. On Dawes, his first. Team first. .6:16 to go in the first. It's 3-2. Crab Orchard on top of Frankfort. Eli Tyson to throw in sideline. Out of bounds. Looking backcourt. Instead goes to D.T. Thomas. Bounces back to Tyson. 6:10 to go in the first. Guarded closely. Tyson works towards his right, back towards his left, gives to Bowers. Bowers tries to work in on Dawes. Spins, goes to the goal, lays it up, missed it short, pulled down by Dawes. And that was a layup that Bowers had free at the goal. Other way, corner. Here's Travelstead. Gets left of the lane jumper, missed it strong. Another rebound, D.T. Thomas. Bowers gives Melvin, right sideline. Melvin pulls out, gives Bowers. Top of the key, triple straight away. Got it. The first three isn't made by Crab Orchard. It's by Keegan Bowers, of all people, and Frankfort's up 5-3.
If someone told me that before the game, I'd say they're a liar.
Dawes to answer. Got it. 6-5 Crab Orchard. With the response that time, Cameron Dawes. He's been hitting them all week. Corner, it's Melvin. Works it towards the wing. Tries to go in on Clark. Through traffic, scored.
That's where Frankfort's going to be really successful is when they get down right in there.
Trying to get it up ahead to Stover, and Bowers knocks it out. Crab keeps it. It's 7-6 Frankfort. 5:09 to go in the first. Timeout called by Crab Orchard. This one's brought to you by Hal Insurance in West Frankfort. It's 7-6. Redbirds on top of the Trojans. And as expected, with the intensity and everything going on, quick start to this game, both sides.
Yeah, it's been a very fast-paced game. Trojans shooting the ball a lot. You know, we expected that coming in. Taking a lot of mid-range jumpers. And it looks like speeding them up a little bit. It's causing some misses, and they're really taking fast shots on offense. Down in Frankfort side, just a few good looks and just did not go our way. We had Bowers on the spinning layup, did not go. You know, if you start hitting shots like that, the game could be a lot better for us on offense.
Watts to throw in front of the scores table. Does to Travelstead. Dribbles on Tyson. Works it right of the lane. Gives out Stover. Top, it's Clark. Guarded by Melvin. 5 minutes. 3 minutes into quarter one. 5 to go. Coming to get it now is Watts. Dribbles left to the lane. Throws it up. Missed it. Rebound. Bowers. Weak side rebound. Bowers looks for help. Gives it to Melvin. Works right sideline. Pulls things out with Clark on him. Reverses left side. Tyson has it out top. Now back Melvin. Melvin tries to work in. Gives Osborne. He's into the paint. Bounces Tyson. Goes up on his man and scores. Frankfort's got a 9-6 lead early in this game. Crab Orchard plays catch in the backcourt. Corner three on the way. Around, no rebound. Loose. Osborne has it. Gives it out to Tyson. Frankfort looks to push. Tyson towards the goal. Goes up. Shot blocked. Pulled down. Other way we go. Clark looks ahead. No one there. Behind the back dribble. Gets into the half court on Melvin. Might have carried it, and he did carry it. It's a double dribble. 4:04 left in the first. Frankfort gets it back. Up by 3. 9-6.
First turnover coming from Crab Orchard. You know, they're really a team that likes to get out and run and dish off to a corner or even a wing for an open three. Frankfort's done a good job of defending the perimeter so far in this one.
Tyson in the backcourt starts with the basketball. Dribbles towards his right. Now crossover dribble back towards the right. Gives to Melvin. Melvin dribbles into the paint, kicks corner. Osborne sets his feet, tries the triple on the way, strong. Rebound DT, had it taken away. Now in the hands of Bowers. Up through contact, he's fouled, and Keegan Bowers goes to the line. Shooting 2, 3:48 left to go in the first. Redbirds up 9-6 on Crab Orchard here in the championship game of the West Frankfort Midwinter Classic. And the foul will go on as Bowers misses the free throw. Who'd they give the foul to?
I think they gave the foul to Stover.
They did. First on him, one on Dawes, one on Melvin for Frankfort, and Bowers has one more as he misses the first. He makes the second. 10-6 Redbirds. Trojans play catch. They get it across. Here's Travelstead. Tyson bumped. They didn't call the foul. Instead, Clark flings up a three. It's good. And what a fortunate bounce for Clark after it probably should have been a foul call. 10-9 Redbirds. Melvin works into the paint. Stops. Kicks Bowers top. Towards the right now. Works baseline. Bowers gives it up. Top, it's Osborne in the paint with the right. Missed it short. Rebound Dawes. He was clean. Had an open look and couldn't finish. Clark into the half court. 3:10 to go. Left side into the lane. It's Watts. Deflected out. Knocked out. Frankfort basketball. Last touch by the Trojans. And we're seeing some more deflections. Active hands defensively for the Redbirds.
Yeah, you like to see it. They're coming out in this first quarter defensively. Not much you can complain about with West Frankfort.
Tyson into the half court. Works it towards the right. Works around his man. Goes to the goal. And a whistle at 2:54 to go in the first. It's going to be on the floor. And it's going to be called against on Watts. His first, team third. Melvin tries a triple, miss, gets his own rebound, goes back up and scores for 2. Here comes Watts to the goal on Thomas, laid it up and in. Quickly, 2 for Crab Orchard the other way. It's 12-11 Redbirds, 2:35 to go in the first. Harrell at the scores table for Frankfort. Bowers works towards the right. Here's Melvin. Melvin into the paint, gives Osborne, left block up, made it for 2.
Frankfort's doing exactly what they wanted, and you're getting inside and getting good looks.
14-11 Redbirds. 2:15 to go in the first. Here's Watts. Works it to the top on Tyson and a foul. Reach in on Tyson. Team second, his first. 2:12 is where play stops here in the first quarter. Harrell in for Melvin, who needs a breather, and he's been active here lately, scoring after that offensive rebound and then finding Osborne for a layup at the goal. Inbounded backcourt to Travelstead. Gives up Clark. Works it left wing on Harrell. Works towards the top. Pulls a 3 up over the top of him. Missed it. Rebound Bowers. Gives it ahead Osborne. Osborne walked with the basketball in transition. Frankfort had numbers, and it's a turnover as they look to get it the lead up past one possession.
That's one thing this offseason I think really Osborne should really be paying attention to is, getting his feet set before his mind starts running, because he tends to do that quite a bit.
Stover tries a 3. It's around, no good. Frankfort dodges a bullet there on an open look from Stover. Bowers has the ball, left side of the court. Knocked out. Frankfort keeps. 1:46 left, quarter one, as they'll throw it in near the Crab Orchard bench. You got away with it, but you got to be aware of that help side defender leaking back behind. And fortunately, Bowers was near the sideline when it was knocked out. Here's Tyson, nearly had it stripped away. He works to the point. Bowers now right side. Looking in, instead goes top DT. Left side, Eli Tyson. Here's Harrell, sets his feet. Point right triple on the way. It's no good. Knocked around. Rebound Clark for Crab Orchard. He gets it into the half court. Working on Osborne. Pulls a 3 on the way. Nope. Rebound over the back on Stover, as it was Harrell trying to get the rebound.
I believe that's the second on Stover.
And it is. We'll have a sub. Stover out. And Ryland Brotherton in first time. Crab Orchard doesn't go super deep on their bench. That's a guy you'd normally see anyways, but maybe not this early, with Stover picking up the second. 1:15 to go in the first. Here's Bowers out center court. Works it towards the left. Harrell sets his feet. Tries again. On the way. Missed it again. And it's knocked out. Frankfort keeps it. Brotherton touched it last. 1:09 left in the first. Harrell's wide open. He's just missed a couple looks. That's a shot he's expected to make. So if he keeps getting those looks, you expect him to keep throwing them up.
And if they're going to give him wide open looks like that, you give the green light to Harrell to keep firing it up there.
He's wide open there, and then he doesn't take. Instead, pulls it out. Gives top to Tyson. He works left to the lane out. Osborne. Bowers. Now into the paint. Up with the right. Around and in. And Keegan Bowers has scored 2 more. And Frankfort's lead is 5 with 50 seconds to go in the first. 16-11. Here's Travelstead. Works it left. Corner with its Dawes. Around Thomas in the lane. Up. Missed it. Rebound. Bowers a strong rebound. And how big has he been for Frankfort in the second on Dawes? Bowers will go shoot free throws.
Bowers looked extremely well, especially against Cairo and here tonight. Bowers definitely picked it up, and he's looking a lot better.
More importantly, that's the second on Dawes. Him and Stover, both 2 apiece, along with Watts with his 1. Tyson and Melvin 1 apiece for the Redbirds. 2 at the line for Keegan Bowers. Redbirds lead at 16-11. First shot up from Bowers and missed it short, and that's how he missed his first free throw attempt, short. He's got 1 more. He's now 1 of 3, the only player in the game thus far to shoot at the line. Come on, Keegan, get this one. 16-11. Second one up, and it's back of the iron. It's around and in. So we got 1 of 2. Frankfort's lead is 6. Melvin back in for Osborne.
You got to love rolls like that if you're playing, a shooter. And you can throw it up like that for free throw line.
We've had 1 on both ends. 1 was from 3 for Clark. He's got the ball. He's taking a couple from deep. Gives it up Travelstead. 30 seconds left in the first. Works. Picked up the dribble. Now with it is Watts. Through the lane. Tough shot. Made it on the left elbow. That's a tough shot. Frankfort will live with them taking those.
Yeah, they'll bring total 7 points tonight for Watts.
17-13. Tyson works it towards the corner. Harrell's got it. 10 seconds left. And he throws it away. Frankfort's going to turn it over. 6 seconds left in the first, and Crab Orchard gets it back. Thrown in, Dawes now gives it up, back corner. Clark throws it up at the buzzer, missed it. 2 seconds actually, they get it back. Now it's going to run out. They started that clock a little late, but it doesn't matter. 17-13 into the first. We'll pause to hear from some sponsors.
Ask Melissa Walton about Shelter's Auto, Home, and Life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Melissa Walton, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage, warehousing, and office space in Tennessee, Indianapolis, Ohio, Illinois, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Please feel free to contact us for any management needed for your property. Feel free to reach out with any questions to Bobby and Iris Kazadi. The city of West Frankfort is proud to support the students of Frankfort Community High School. The future is in the youth of our community. Go Redbirds. Kids Corral Incorporated, celebrating 25 years serving the children and families of Southern Illinois. Owned and operated by Jana King and Kristen Cass. Kids Corral in West Frankfort.
All right, we're set for quarter 2, and it's 17-13. What'd you see in the first? A back and forth pace, 4-point advantage. Frankfort wins round 1.
Very fast pace for both squads. Frankfort, I think, looked a lot better than they have recent games, and especially perimeter defense and defense intensity that Frankfort has brought out in the first quarter was everything you wanted. I think Crab Orchard hit a few lucky shots, got a few lucky rolls, and that's really where they stand right now. But other than that, without them hitting certain shots, you got to love Frankfort's defensive intensity and the pressure they're putting on them right now.
We haven't had a tie-up yet, so should be Frankfort's ball out of this quarter, right? And they fix it. It was originally going to be Crab Orchard. Scoreboard had one thing, and the arrow at the scores table had the other. So, but yeah, Crab controlled it off the tip, and we didn't have a tie-up, so it should be Frankfort's ball here in quarter 2. 17-13. It's important to get some baskets and build up a lead before the Trojans start hitting some threes. They've hit a couple, like you said, but they've missed some too. Melvin into the half court. Has Harrell, sets his feet. They don't guard him. He throws it up, and he hits it. At some point, you got to make one, and Harrell hits one big there. Frankfort's up 7, and Stover lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, I like my chances when we're giving Harrell that much space to shoot the ball. Man, I'll give him the green light all night to shoot it.
Melvin, Bowers, Tyson, Harrell, Thomas. That's the unit for Frankfort. Melvin into the half court. He's still open. Harrell gives Melvin. Melvin through the lane, around his man, goes up, lost it. And he was going to be free, but it was knocked loose last second. Clark works sideline, goes to the goal, pull up short corner, way strong, and a rebound. Bowers, and it's lost, and it's out of bounds. It would have been Frankfort's ball, I think, if Bowers didn't try to make an effort to go for that thing, but Crab will keep it. 7:24 left, quarter two. And the Trojans, I know they make some good shots, but they're taking some tough ones too right now. To the goal, lost, gets loose underneath. DT had it, jump ball. As Dawes was on the inline, and it wasn't called as he was touching the basketball. That should be out of bounds. It doesn't matter if you got possession or not. If you're touching any part of the ball and you're out, you're out. And the Trojans catch a break. Inbound, knocked out. Crab will keep it. 7:18 left in the second.
Yeah, it's one of those calls that, ref's not paying attention, and he's just going to call what he just is expected on the floor, and it's what you kind of assume is going to be the call. Just not paying attention to it.
Here's Clark. Out top on Melvin. 7:10 to go in the second. Frankfort leading it 20-13. Travelstead now trying to get free. Goes towards the goal. Reverses opposite side. Stover. Quick triple from the corner. Missed it. High arcing rebound. Dawes has it. Goes up. Scored. 20-15. So Crab takes advantage of that miss on the baseline. Melvin works right of the lane. Picked up the dribble. Short corner with it's Thomas. Back to Melvin. They leave him free. Tries a triple on the way. Missed it strong. Rebound Dawes. Gives Travelstead out top. Works it towards the right. Now back towards the left. Here's Clark. Pull up two. Got it. Out top. Melvin quickly goes to Harrell. Back to Melvin. Point right. Dribble gives Tyson. Works towards the paint. Lost it. Frankfort's going to cough it up. Instead, we got a tie up as Harrell gets loose on the floor. Frankfort gets the basketball. 6:17. He saves the possession. Now Frankfort needs to make it count. The lead is 3. Tyson to throw in. Looks. Goes out top to Jack Harrell. Now DT Thomas. Harrell's open. Doesn't take. Now Melvin. Now Harrell out top. 6:10. Back Melvin. Dribbles towards the right. Goes towards the goal. Around his man for 2. And the patience from Melvin there allowed him to get to the basket.
That's where he can look really good getting to the rim like that.
Missed it short was Travelstead. Rebound Thomas. Gives to Bowers as they're just throwing up some shots. And, they're hoping for some contact. They're not getting it. Tyson fights through. Missed it. They rolled all the way around a couple times. Here's Dawes in the half court. Kicks it out of bounds. Frankfort basketball as he threw it way too tall for Travelstead. And even if his name was Yao Ming, he ain't catching that one. It's 5:37 left in the half.
You got to be pretty tall dude to be able to get up there and get that one. But that thing was thrown way out of bounds.
Harrell takes a seat. And he picked it up there in the second, getting a big 3 and fighting to keep that possession, which led to a Frankfort basket as Osborne's back in. Here's Melvin in the half court. 22-17. Osborne works into the paint. Out Melvin. Works through the lane. Left block up and missed it. DT back up. He got hit. No call. Knocked loose. Tyson spins in the paint. Lost it. It goes out. Crab Orchard basketball. And I'm not sure how Frankfort didn't get it to fall in. And they had a couple looks. And then they lose it out of bounds. 22-17. Here's Travelstead. Gives to Clark. Works it towards the top. Back Travelstead. Gets a jumper inside the arc. Around and out. He missed one all the way around. Pulled down Bowers.
These rims are just toying with some shooters out there tonight.
Melvin, left of the lane. Works it right side. Osborne knocked out. Frankfort keeps. 4:57 left in the second. He'll throw it in near the corner. We've seen a couple fortunate bounces and a couple unfortunate ones one on each side in this ball game. 22-17 Redbirds. Thrown in. Melvin gets it in the half court. Working on Clark. Here's Osborne. Back Melvin to the goal. He's bumped. Missed it. Knocked around. Melvin knocked it out. And it's Crab Orchard basketball. Now Frankfort's missing shots right at the basket.
Yeah, and definitely Melvin got bumped pretty harsh there to alter a shot. And, still no call.
Clark gets free. His shot's blocked, and it comes down to Dawes. Spinning, tries to get free. He lost it. Tyson comes away with it. Tyson looks to push to the goal. He lays it up, missed. Melvin missed. He's fouled. 4:29 left. First half. 22-17. And that foul's going to go on Travelstead. 2 at the line for Brady Melvin. Frankfort's 2 of 4. Melvin gets this one to go. It's just one of those nights where the ones that don't look good go through, and the ones that look pretty somehow don't make it through the net. Second one, good. He swishes this one. That one looked good, and it was. Frankfort's lead back to 7 at 24-17. Travelstead out top. Step back, thought about it. Instead goes to Clark. Dribbles on Melvin. Crosses him up through the lane. Through contact. Missed it short. And that's another tough ask. Melvin up ahead. Tyson. Back Melvin. Going towards the goal. Through Brotherton for 2 more. 26-17. Travelstead looks to go quick. Has to give it up. Brotherton. One dribble, handoff to Clark. Clark working on Bowers. Dribbles into the lane, lost it, knocked around. Fortunately hits the goal, and Frankfort comes away with it. They find Tyson, goes up and scores for 2 more. Frankfort's lead is 11. 28-17. Timeout on the court called by Crab Orchard.
What a great few possessions for West Frankfort. They forcing turnovers and going down and getting buckets at will.
They couldn't get them to fall, and these last 2 through defenders, they get them to go. 28-17. Timeout. Brought to you by La Fiesta Mexican Restaurant in West Frankfort. It's 28-17. 3:46 left in the first half. And you're right now the 2 conflicting styles of offense, Quincy, it's favoring the Redbirds.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good. It looks like Crab Orchard's getting sped up so much. That, they're just starting to panic a little bit, and they're making simple mistakes. Usually how we do, and I think we're doing a good job of staying composed and making the most out of our possessions.
Frankfort needs to close this final 3:46 here in the right fashion to keep it up. Travelstead towards the goal, right of the lane, hands off Stover, gives it out top Clark, around a screen. Harrell back in, that's who's on Clark. Now working, it's Watts. He's fouled on the floor. 3:31 left, quarter 2. And it's going to go on Osborne, his first. Team first. Here in the second. Inbound into Travelstead. Behind the back dribble, works into the lane, dumps off Dawes, spins, throws it up, missed it. Rebound Bowers. Bowers pushes, gets it to Tyson. Tyson, now back Harrell, back Tyson. Corner triple on the way. Got it. 31-17 West Frankfort. Here's Clark. Works on Tyson. Right of the lane. Kicks out Stover. Top now with it is Watts. Around Osborne. Throws it up. It falls off the front. Rebound Bowers, and he's been big. Him and DT rebounding. It's mainly been Bowers here in the second. It was DT early in the game. 2:50 to go in the second quarter. Redbirds with their largest lead at 14, 31-17. Here's Harrell. Steps in. Thought about it. Now Osborne. Deflected. Back Harrell. Runner in the lane. Short. Tapped around. Harrell's there. Kicks it out. Bowers 3 from the corner. Got it.
Bowers looking excellent in this game. 10 points, 8 rebounds in the first half so far.
34-17 West Frankfort. Top, it's Clark. Gives up Watts. Spins. Right-hand push shot around and in. And a much-needed basket from Crab Orchard. And another high-difficulty shot. If Frankfort can keep them shooting these shots, that's going to be tough. Harrell, left wing, throws it up. around and almost went down, and it pops out. Frankfort's lead is 15. 2 minutes left, first half. Clark gives up. They leave a man open. Triple up, no good. Rebound, Harrell, because it was Watts who missed that time. And here's Bowers. Gives up Tyson. Left side. Gets to the elbow. Pulls up. It looks strong. It's back tapped. Tyson there. Goes through the paint. Gives DT. Works into the block. And lays it up and in. He just bullied his way into the right block and laid it for two. 36-19 Redbirds. Bring it up, Clark. Works around his man. Up in one motion. Missed it. Back tap. It's into the hands of Harrell. Gives it up Bowers. 125. Up ahead Tyson. Goes to the goal. Dumps off Thomas. Lays it up. Missed. And rebound. Stover pulls it away. And that would have been a big basket. DT left it a little short. 1:15 to go in the half. Through the paint. Kicks out Clark. No hesitation. Triple. No good. Rebound. Knocked. Bowers gets his own rebound after he deflected it. 1:05 to go in the first half. Bowers into the half court. Kicks Harrell, who has to move to his right to go get it. We're under a minute to go in the first half. It's 36-19 Redbirds. Here's Osborne with the basketball. Now back Harrell at the top. Pulls from three. It's no good. Rebound Dawes. 45 seconds. They left him free, and he's only capitalized on one. But if they keep leaving him open, Frankfort's got to keep shooting. Triple up. Travelstead on the way. Around and out. Missed it again. Rebound Osborne. 35 seconds, timeout. Frankfort's trying to get one. Instead, they'll get it into the half court. It looked like they were trying to, the way Tyson was running towards the bench. Here's Osborne left side, 20 seconds. Frankfort should run this down if they would like to here. 18, and Harrell has it out top. Just keep playing catch until you get it to the number you want, and then you go. 12 seconds. Osborne gives Harrell 10 seconds. One dribble, gives back Osborne. 8 seconds. Deflected. Osborne gave it up. Layup the other way, up and in. They get it in. Osborne's going to heave it. He got it off at the buzzer. It's off to the left. So Frankfort should have been up 17, and a giveaway basket makes it a 15-point lead. But aside from that, can't ask for a better first half from the Redbirds. 36-21. We pause to hear from some sponsors, and we'll give you the halftime report.
Howell Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Howell Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 937-4000.
Contact Power Wash Plus for a free quote on all your residential or commercial pressure washing needs. Professionally operated and fully insured. Call Power Wash Plus at 618-663-2505 for more information. That's Power Wash Plus at 618-663-2505.
Kids Corral Incorporated, celebrating 25 years serving the children and families of Southern Illinois. Owned and operated by Jana King and Kristen Cass. Kids Corral in West Frankfort.
Redbirds Live, brought to you by the partners of Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, including former West Frankfort High School dual sport standout Lance Brown and fellow West Frankfort alumni and veteran Matthew Carroll. The law firm of Sam C. Mitchell and Associates are proud members of the West Frankfort community and proud servants of all of Southern Illinois.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage, warehousing, and office space in Tennessee, Indianapolis, Ohio, Illinois, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Please feel free to contact us for any management needed for your property. Feel free to reach out with any questions to Bobby and Iris Kazadi.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. Wallace Industrial in West Frankfort.
Experience a taste of Mexico at La Fiesta Mexican Restaurant. We have the best food and drinks for the whole family to enjoy. See you tomorrow, amigos.
With an award-winning body shop right here in West Frankfort, Illinois, Wicks is your hometown Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram dealer. Come out and visit us in person or online at gregweeks.com. Your hometown dealership, right on the price, right off I-57.
The city of West Frankfort is proud to support the students of Frankfort Community High School. The future is in the youth of our community. Go Redbirds.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's Auto, Home, and Life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
At the half, 36-21. The West Frankfort Redbirds lead the Crab Orchard Trojans, and this halftime report is brought to you by Kids Corral. Let's get to the halftime stat sheet, and that's brought to you by the city of West Frankfort.
Start off with the Crab Orchard Trojans. Clark with 7. Dawes with 5, 9 rebounds. Watts around the scoring out for the Trojans with 9. Crab Orchard Trojans finished the first half with 6 turnovers as a team. Move over to your West Frankfort Redbirds side. Osborne with 2. D.T. Thomas, 2 points, 6 rebounds. Harrell with 3. Brady Melvin with 12. Eli Tyson with 7. Around the scoring off for the Redbirds, Keegan Bowers with 10 points, 9 rebounds in the first half. The West Frankfort Redbirds finished the first half with 5 total turnovers.
Yeah, and they shot 4-6 at the line. Crab was just 1-1 at the line. That was really early in the game on that opening basket when they got that free throw attempt. 36-21 at the half, and I think the story hasn't been Frankfort's offense. It hasn't been either side's offense. Frankfort's defense has been the story. They won that first half on their defensive side of the ball.
You know, from the tip-off in the game, they really brought the intensity and really gave it to them on defense and showed that they're a really good defensive team when they want to be. And if they came out like this tonight against any other team, they'd give a lot of teams fits.
Yeah, I mean, they're thinking, oh, well, we got something to play for. There's something to play for every night, and hopefully they use this game in this moment to see that opportunity every night on even if it's just random Tuesday in January or February when you're playing some out-of-conference team. It still matters. These games matter. It adds up. It gives you a chance to, have a favorable matchup late in the year in the postseason and make a run at a regional, which Frankfort absolutely has the chance to do. It's being played in this gym. They absolutely have a chance if they played good basketball to make a run at the regional title. They're not going to be the favorites by any means, but they've proven this year they can play with just about any team around that they're going to be playing in the postseason against in the Class of 2A.
Yeah, they're a very competitive team, and it's really only when they want to be. There's times where they come out and they look like a totally different squad when they seem like they don't really want to be there. But they have, shown against teams like Murfreesboro and Nashville and plenty of others that they're here that they can compete with them, and they can win a game just about any night. It's whether or not they want to come out and do it.
Yeah, and it was a great showing. It was unfortunate they gave up an easy layup at that end of the half. I don't think Coach Sertich can argue if he was told, hey, Coach, you're going to give up an easy gift of a layup at the end of the half, but you're going to be up 15 and your Crab's only going to have 21 points.
Yeah, I bet,
I think he'd say, okay, I'll take that.
I think a lot of coaches in the championship game would definitely go, we're going to say, yeah, we'll take that for sure. And, that last possession, that's just a little bad note of what a very good first half was. And, Frankfurt's done so much right in this first half. There's not much you can ask for them to do differently. Defense, you got to remain the same. Crab Orchard looks all over the place on their offensive end, and they're shooting bad shots.
They're taking tough shots.
Yeah, they're looking rough all over the place, and they just have little spurts where they get a shot to drop. But other than that, they haven't really got anything going.
That was Frankfort's best defensive intensity of the season.
100%. Yeah.
And they couldn't get free other than, the only shots that were free were a chunk of their three-point shots. Um, them being Crab Orchard. And credit to the Redbird defense. It's got to be the same in the second half, though. It can't let up at all. This team will shoot the lights out. And Frankfort catching breaks on a couple of the misses there in the first half, but they have to keep it going. With how this game has been played, the 16 minutes we have left is going to feel more about like 25 because of how quickly we're going back up and down the court. It's there's a lot of time, even more so than normal, with a team that's good at shooting threes and moves quickly. 15 can turn into 10 real quick. 10 can turn into about 4 or 5 real quick, and 4 or 5 is nothing in terms of a lead against Crab Orchard.
Yeah, and Crab Orchard, they went in that locker room, and as a three-point shooting team, they're probably thinking, man, we're only 5 shots being right back in this game. 5 shots and some good defensive possessions. We're back in this, guys. They're going into it. They're looking to get right back in this thing, and believe it or not, they're going to do it by shooting the 3 ball.
Yeah, it looked like Frankfort was going to have a chance to go up 19. It was Thomas who missed a layup right block with a defender on him, but he's going to tell you he needs to make that. Stays at 17, and then Frankfort gives up the basket. So it could be worse for Crab Orchard right now. It could be a lot worse. 15 is doable for a team like this with the firepower they have. 1 through 5 on their lineup in the game at any point can shoot the 3 ball, and they move fairly well. They're moving actively offensively. Actually, I think better than they have all tournament.
Yeah, and I think it's a little bit because they're kind of forced to against the Redbirds. With how fast pace we're trying to get them up and run them and on our defensive end.
And
their offense, they kind of have to.
I think it goes along with their defense. I think they've played better defense in this half than they did their other 2 games as well. 36 points, you're thinking how, but and again, it might go with the fact that they were already up decent size, against Thompsonville and Cairo. They were, trading baskets with, but they built up a lead against Thompsonville where they kind of slacked on defense because they knew trading baskets they're going to win the game. And it got to that point against Cairo. It's not the case here tonight. They got to get stops and baskets. And for Frankfort, just keep going to the basket. Keep going to the goal. Only shoot threes if you're wide open. I don't care if it's Jack Carroll, Eli Tyson, Brady Melvin, or Quentin Osborne, or D.T. Thomas, whoever. Your threes should only be wide open threes.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're on a heater and you're hitting a couple shots or something, and that's a different story. But keep going to the goal. Keep putting pressure on the Trojans, who begin with the basketball. Here in the third. Starting units, both sides. Travelstead brings it up into the half court. We're underway here in the third. Quickly given to Stover. Corner, it's Travelstead. Shot fake through his man. He lost it. It's saved underneath by Dawes, and Crab Orchard burns a quick timeout. "11 seconds in. This one's going to be brought to you by Power Wash Plus. 36-21, 11 seconds into the third here. Championship night. This is the first place game, a championship game between West Frankfort and Crab Orchard, and the Redbirds have a 15-point lead. 11 seconds in here to quarter 3, and I think the game plan has to stay the same. I think you got to stay the course and trust that it's going to play out the way you want it to. And you want to win. You want to win every quarter. You want to win every possession. You want to win every trip down. But you've got a big buffer zone here. You've got a 15-point edge. You just beat them by 15 in the first half. You don't even have to win this half to still be comfortable in this game. You don't want it to get interesting real quick. But speaking for Crab Orchard, I think they need to try to shave this in half. If they can get to 7 or 8 and worry about the other 7 or 8 in the fourth, that's great. Anything added after that's a bonus, and anything less than that, a little bit more work's got to be put in.
Yeah, Frankfort right now doesn't even have to play better basketball in Crab Orchard. You can even play in the third quarter, just kind of stagnant with them and still be where you want to be.
Melvin reads that like a book and picks off the pass. 15 seconds in here in the third. Melvin out top. Works in on Travelstead, lost it, or it's on Clark, who picked him off. Going the other way. He works middle of the court. Sidestep triple, missed it. Rebound Bowers. Bowers into the half court. We'll see if Frankfort tries to run clock. Here early, it looks like they're going to the goal. Bowers up. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. 7:23 left in the third. I say keep playing the way you're playing. Then, we'll turn the page to the fourth. We'll see where we're at there. You got a big enough lead. I think then you can probably start milking it a little bit. But, hey, this got you here. Keep it going here. Bowers misses the first. He's 2 of 5 at the line. One more here for Keegan Bowers. Down on our end. Free throw up. Free throw good. He's missed the first all 3 times. And he's made the adjustment and made the second to follow up all 3 of those. 37-21. Right side Stover. Now Travelstead on the wing. Around Tyson in the paint. It's going to be a reach in on Tyson. That's going to be his second. Team first. And on the other side, it was Dawes?
Yep.
With his third. That's of note. Clark to throw in, has Travelstead. Quick trigger, nope. Long rebound, right back up and in from Watts. And he's done that a couple times. You don't want to give them multiple chances. They will cash in at some point. Here's Bowers, works on Dawes, spins in the paint, goes to the goal, up with the left and in. Big time player showing up in a big time moment, at least to this point, has Bowers. Travelstead, top, got it from 3. They left him wide open just into the half court.
That's where that defense starts to slack, and seen it from Frankfort all year.
39-26, a lot of ball game left. 6.5 left in the third. Osborne goes to the goal, has DT, right block for 2. That high percentage shot, you'll take that every time as a Redbird. Travelstead trying to get free, goes to the goal around Tyson. Just got caught up in the air trying to make that layup. Tyson now works middle of the floor. In on Clark, he's fouled. As Travelstead made a nice move, and he just kind of got caught under the goal when he got free of Tyson. That's the first here on Clark, and no one picked him up going back the other way, and Eli Tyson.
Yeah, Eli Tyson had a wide open lane to the goal, and he took advantage of it. Find himself at the line right now.
And Tyson hits the first. For the second one, bounces around. Offensive rebound, Bowers in the paint, put it down, it goes back up and in. Frankfort's lead is 18, 44-26. Out top, it's Travelstead. Hands Clark. Crossover dribble on Melvin. Around him, up with the right, missed short. Another tough shot, another rebound, DT Thomas. Outlet to Bowers, looks ahead. It's deflected to Osborne, goes up and scores for 2 more. Frankfort's up by 20.
That's what we've seen in the first half. Frankfort not letting their foot off the pedal.
Top, it's Dawes. Off the dribble, in the paint, falling away. 2 for Dawes. Makes it 46-28. And again, another basket, but that's another tough shot from Crab Orchard. They've hit some really tough ones here today to keep them at least in this thing, to try to make a run at it here going down the stretch. Osborne, runner towards the lane, nope. Rebound, Travelstead pushes, goes to the goal, laid it up, he's got it for 2. 46-30 is your score, 5:05. See all that action we've had, and there's just been 3 minutes off the clock. Tyson dribbles, lost it, got careless with it, got it back, gives Osborne, he's bumped, and no call there. Other way, Dawes has numbers. Melvin picks it off. Dawes threw it right to him. Here comes Melvin. Has Tyson in the corner. Doesn't go that way. Goes blocked to Osborne for 2 and 1. Foul on Clark, his second. 4:47 left in the third. Frankfort up by 18. Osborne at the line. Shooting 1. Free throw up. Nope. Rebound secured by Dawes. Frankfort leading it 48-30. Here's Dawes. Point left. Now to the top. A little bit too much space for him, and he backs it out. Doesn't take. Now works on Osborne. To the top. Tries to back him down. A foul on the floor on Quentin Osborne, his second. Team second. 4.5 to go, quarter three. Into Dawes, wide open for two. They left him free on the left block for an easy layup. It's 48-32. Here's Harrell. Goes to the goal, left block, throws it up. Knocked around into the hands of Clark. Clark works right sideline. Stop, step back, triple up, and out. Rebound. DT comes in off the bounce and gives it to Bowers. 4 minutes to go in the third. Bowers into the half court. Pulls things out. Dawes away from him defensively. Reverse now. Harrell. Now here's Melvin. Shot fake. Point right. Gives DT Thomas. Thomas looks in. Goes Osborne instead. 3:40. Harrell cut to the goal. He walked. And that's the first time you saw Frankfort kind of get into that dribble handoff offense where they run clock. And Frankfort coughs it up. Harrell traveled and he tried to kick it out. But took too many steps beforehand. Melvin picks off the pass. He's got a 2-on-1. He'll take it himself for two. Melvin's picked off 3 or 4 passes here just in this third quarter.
Yeah, what a night he's had. 16 points so far for him.
To the goal, missed short, knocked back out. Offensive rebound, it's Watts. Pulls up left in front of the block, and he's got 2. He's scored some good baskets in heavy congestion, has Watts. Bowers, seems like all his points have been in that fashion. Osborne got caught on the court, threw it away. Other way, it's Dawes. Left side, it's Frankfort up by 16 with 2:50 to go in quarter three. Travelstead, it's in the short corner. Tried to get it back to Dawes. Does, guarded by Harrell. Works into the paint. He walked to the basketball. They don't call it. Fall away. Stover hits 2. How is that not called?
He slid halfway across the court like he's skating on ice.
Right in the middle for everyone to see. It's 50-36. Timeout, 2:38 left in the third. But it's, you're still up, what was it, 15 going into halftime? If you run 5.5 minutes off the clock and you've only lost 1 point, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. They haven't gained any ground except for a point. 2:38 left to go in the third quarter. And still playing very well basketball for the Redbirds tonight. There's not much you can complain about up to this point. You just gotta hold the course, and you gotta maintain this lead in any way, fashion.
2:38 left in the third. Frankfort ball out of the timeout. 14-point Redbird lead, and they've had the lead since early on in this game. Teams traded baskets early. Frankfort ended up getting it up to a 2 3-point lead. It turned into 2 possession, and it seemed like from then Frankfort scored a lot of points consecutively to get it up to around 14, and that's where we've been in that range, give or take 2 3 points since then, early in that first. Tyson into the half court on Watts. Gives Harrell. Left side now Thomas. Now here's Tyson. Goes block Bowers trying to go in on him. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Bowers. Going the other way. That's the first on Bowers. Team third. 2:20 left, and Crab Orchard has a chance to get the closest they've been in a while. Behind the back dribble. Melvin picked it off again. Melvin, spin move, gets around his man and scores, and he's fouled. Foul number 3 on Clark. Brady Melvin. All kinds of steals here in the third. 4-5 in the quarter alone. And a nice spin on the dribble to get down the court and around his man, and draws the foul. Free throw on the way. No good. Knocked around, out of bounds, down here Oh, my goodness. I don't think that was the right call. There's no reaction, but we had the best view around, and Crab Orchard's going to get the basketball.
Yeah, I know.
It was bang bang, but
Sometimes in games like this, teams 16 points down, 50-50 balls. It's hard to get those.
right of the or left of the lane. There's another tough shot from Watts. Lead is 14 with 1:50 to go here in the third. 52-38. Tyson into the half court. Gives it right side Bowers. Bowers looking in the lane, nothing there. Gives Thomas. Now Tyson finds Bowers left to the goal, up for two.
See, Bowers has looked a lot better over the course of these few games of, taking his time and really patiently and making layups.
Going to the goal, left of the lane, throws it up and banks it in again is Watts. 54-40. 1:20 left in the third. And they're trading baskets right now, and Frankfort needs a couple stops to avoid Crab Orchard getting back in this thing. Top, it's Thomas. Here's Tyson. There's Bowers again. Up in one motion again. 1:05 left in the third. Here's Clark. One dribble, throws up a three, missed it short. Rebound, Melvin. Up ahead, Harrell, and he lost it. That's a tough spot to put Harrell in, trying to catch it with a defender on him. 50 seconds. Backdoor to the goal. Opposite side, Stover triple around, no good. Rebound, Bowers. 45 seconds to go in the third. And Frankfort build this thing up even more. They've outscored Crab Orchard by 1 here in the third. It's 35 seconds left in the third. Top, it's Thomas. Looking in, instead goes Tyson. Reverse Harrell. Down to 25. Here's Melvin. Now Bowers. Frankfort's got it to 20. Will they pull it out and try to hold for one? Thomas gives Tyson. It sure seems that way. Unless they have a wide open layup, they'll throw it in. 10 seconds. Here's Bowers, and he deserves to have it right now, the way he's played in this ball game. Bowers dribbles to his right. Fumbled it. Got it back. 4 seconds. Goes up with the layup. Nope. Pulled down. Not going to get it off, or he did. It's going to be well long. That time from Clark. 56-40. Frankfort's 8 minutes away from winning the midwinter. We'll pause and hear from some sponsors.
Redbirds Live, brought to you by the partners of Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, including former West Frankfort High School dual sport standout Lance Brown and fellow West Frankfort alumni and veteran Matthew Carroll. The law firm of Sam C. Mitchell and Associates are proud members of the West Frankfort community and proud servants of all of Southern Illinois. Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. Wallace Industrial in West Frankfort. With an award-winning body shop right here in West Frankfort, Illinois, Wicks is your hometown Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram dealer. Come out and visit us in person or online at gregweeks.com. Your hometown dealership, right on the price, right off I-57.
8 minutes left. It's 56-40. Frankfort held their ground there in the third. There was a couple possessions where it looked like Crab Orchard might get it down to 11 or 10. Frankfort held strong. The lead is 16. 8 minutes away from crowning a champion here in the West Frankfort Midwinter Classic. It's going to be either Crab Orchard or West Frankfort. Both teams 2-0. Here's Bowers. Top, it's Tyson. Gives now Harrell. Corner, there's Melvin. Looking inside, back Harrell on the wing. 7:40 to go. Melvin gets into the lane. And a bump on Clark.
Here's some chatter from the opposing team right now. Not liking that one.
Inbound thrown over the top to Melvin. Here's Harrell. Spinning on his man, gives it up to Melvin. Melvin crossover dribble through the lane with the right up and missed it off the front. Rebound Stover. Gives to Clark. 7:15 left. And Crab Orchard's got to maintain or come back from down 16. Missed on the three of Stover. Melvin gives to Thomas. Gets it in the half court. Has Bowers. Now Harrow left block. Up and in for two. 58-40. 6:55 left in the ball game. Right side Stover. He's going to try again, and he hits this time. He's trying to get his shot going, and he hits there. 58-43.
It's a quiet night for Stover. Only 5 points for him tonight.
And a reach in on Watts. His second, team second. Redbirds have a 15-point cushion to close this thing out and get to 3-0. Inbound it to Melvin, which would, in result, make them the champions over here at the West Frankfort Midwinter Classic in 2024. Tyson, it's inside the arc, stops, gives top to Bowers. 6.5 left. Now Melvin. They leave him open. He'll pull. He'll hit from three.
Brings his total up to 21 for Melvin.
61-43. Top going towards the goal, flinging it up. No good that time from Clark. Frankfort rebound. Into the half court. Tyson, now Bowers. And they call an over and back on Frankfort. They get together. 6:08 left. I think Coach Sturgis might be saying they tried getting a timeout. And they'll grant Frankfort with a timeout with 6:08. And he had asked for it, and you could see that he was asking for it. And for whatever reason, it wasn't granted in real time. And instead, over and back, reversed. Frankfort gets the timeout, 6:08 left. It makes it look bad, but the official missed Coach Sturgis asking for a timeout.
Right, yeah, and it does, it makes it look even more bad when you're at home and everything. There's nothing you can do there. I mean, the right call should have been a West Frankfort timeout. And, I mean, that's what it is tonight. That's what it is right now.
Frankfort ball in front of the scores table to throw it in, leading at 61-43. Tyson to throw in. Gets it into Melvin. Now back Tyson. 6 minutes left, and Frankfort might run some clock here. And it's a steal. Clean swipe of the basketball. Watts for two. Melvin into the half court. 5:50 left. Dribbles towards the top. Gives to Tyson. Nearly lost it again. Stops. Skips corner. Melvin hit one a minute ago. He's going to try again, and he hits again.
Melvin having a monstrous game tonight.
5.5 left. 64-45 Redbirds. They go post to Dawes. Trying to work in on Thomas. Around him, he's fouled, and he scores. And absolutely, Thomas hit him on the head, and Dawes will go to the line. First on DT. So Crab Orchard's got a chance to get three-pointer here, and the clock stopped. Dawes missed it. It rattled out. Frankfort with it. Other way. Here's Bowers. Dribbles to the top. Gives to Melvin. Melvin through the lane. Right side. Lost it out of bounds. Frankfort keeps it. 5:10 left. Tyson to throw in. Looks for Thomas on the left block. Here he is for two. Dawes left corner. Tries to work baseline. Crossover. He traveled. .450 left. Melvin in the half court. Gives to Bowers. Bowers works it to the elbow. Now the low block. Throws it up. Nope. Knocked around. Out to Clark. Works right into the half court. 4:40. Crossover dribble. Works towards the goal. He's fouled with 4:38 left. He'll get Harrell for his first. (66-47). 1 and 2 that time. (66-48). Here's Tyson. Dribble handoff. Now top it's Bowers. Swings Melvin. 4:20 left. Here's Tyson. Melvin on the left block. Goes up. He's fouled. And Clark is done. That's his fifth.
Clark exiting this game, 8 points, 3 rebounds.
It will be Brotherton back in, and I think that's the only reserve that's come into the game for Crab Orchard.
Yeah, it seems like Crab Orchard really sticks to those 5, 6 guys, and that's what they really run with all year.
Melvin, first one, no good. Frankfort has not made their free throws tonight. This thing would really be out of reach. One more for Melvin. Free throw on the way. Got it. Made 1 of 2. 67-48. 4:15 left. Watts into the half court. Dribbles, gives to Travelstead. Now it's Brotherton. Works, dribble handoff. Now Watts dribbles inside the arc all the way to the goal and floats it up. He missed it strong. Back iron, and he didn't set his feet. And he's out of bounds. And there's people complaining, but I don't think they know the rule that you have to come back in and have your feet set before you touch it.
Yeah, and he definitely was out of bounds and then jumped back in, grabbed the ball before he was set, resulting in a turnover.
Tyson dribbles, gives to Melvin. Now Bowers. Now Harrell underneath. Not going to go that way. It's a push on Travelstead. Team fourth, and it's the second on Ethan Travelstead. Tyson gets into Melvin. Tyson now in the half court. Kind of back dribble on Watts. Works towards the goal on the left block. Goes up. Missed it. Rebounds Stover. Outlet to Watts. Now in the half court. Works. Spins. Goes up. He walked. And there might be a foul before the travel. That's what it's looking like. Foul on Frankfort. 3:32 left in the ball game. And they count the basket.
They're counting it, yeah.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Foul on Bowers. Paxton could appreciate that one with him being a big fan of the NBA. 67-50, 3:25 left in the game. Free throw was no good. Bowers into the half court. Harrell comes to get it now. Frankfort leading it by 17. Stripped again was Tyson. Courtesy of Watts, and a foul. That's going to be on Frankfort. 3:09 left. So you're inching closer, but it's not in a spot where Frankfort wants to be as they keep fouling and turning the ball over here late. Brotherton in over the top. That was the third on Tyson. Dawes, deep three. Nope, rebound Melvin. And they just haven't been able to hit at a normal rate at a rate that they normally do. In the way they have over at this tournament as Frankfort throws it out of bounds. They're not on the same page. They turn it over again. We got 3 minutes left. It's 67-50. Frankfort's in good shape, but man, they are limping here the past couple trips down. But let's turn it to a positive side. It's 67-50. How have the Redbirds gotten into this point?
You know, they played a very fast game and really, I think, got under Crab Orchard's skin. Made them force a lot of dumb shots and a lot of turnovers you really don't want to see, but they capitalized heavily on the Crab Orchard turnovers tonight, coming out with high-intensity defense and really capitalizing on what Crab Orchard gave us. It definitely took a good time and patience on their offense and made sure big shots. Had big nights from Bowers and Melvin, and those are our two guys that we really need on offense about every night if we're going to stay really competitive.
Yeah, and I like the timeout from Coach Surdich. He's got to get his guys recollected here, and they've been off past couple trips, and deliver that message to bring it home with 3 minutes exactly left on the clock. Inbound at the Travelstead. Into the half court. Crossover on Harrell. Gives up. Watts works to the elbow. Jumper. Nope. Rebound Melvin. Kicks ahead. Tyson. Nearly a turnover. He goes to the goal up for two. And Coach Surdich says to Melvin, he knows that they got two, but he's going, hey, take it easy. We don't need points right now. We got to get this clock to 0. Top triple from Watts is good. (69-53). Here's Melvin. Dribble handoff Bowers. 2:15 left. Dribble handoff Tyson. 16-point lead for the Redbirds. 2:10 away from winning the Midwinter Classic here in West Frankfort. Bowers dribbles out top. Lost Dawes. Gives up to Melvin. Melvin works on Brotherton. Around him to the goal. Up in, around and out. Rebound Stover. You think Crab Orchard has a chance. They can't give up any more points, really, and they got to score almost every trip down. Step back, short corner jumper up. No good. Rebound Bowers. 1:45 left. And this one is coming close to an end here. Frankfort 140 away. Bowers loses it momentarily. Should have been or potentially a push on Bowers. Instead, Frankfort goes to the goal. Thomas for two.
It definitely was a crazy possession all in one.
71-53 Redbirds. They're going to close this thing out, you would think. 1:15 left. Another tough shot from Watts. Follow-up basket, Brotherton, good. (71-55). 1:05 left. Melvin works on Brotherton. Gives to DT Thomas. Reverses to Tyson. Looking inside, doesn't go there. Gives Bowers. We're under a minute to go here in the game. Bowers gives to Tyson. Tyson dribbles in the arc, gives to DT. Doesn't shoot, kicks out to Harrell. They continue to run clock. 38 seconds. Tyson will go up with the basketball. He misses it. Rebound Stover. 30 seconds, skipped ahead, and picked off by Harrell. Gives to Melvin, who walks it across and hands to Bowers. 20 seconds left in this game as Frankfort runs the clock out. They're leading at 71-55 on Crab Orchard. Bowers out near center court. Crab Orchard has backed off defensively. Down to 5. Down to 4. 71-55. West Frankfort. The Redbirds have won the Midwinter Classic here in 2024 as they knock off Crab Orchard 71-55 here in the title game on this Friday evening in January. We'll pause, hear from some sponsors, and we'll come back to wrap things up with the Frankfort Redbirds, champions of the 2024 Midwinter Classic.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. Wallace Industrial in West Frankfort.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage, warehousing, and office space in Tennessee, Indianapolis, Ohio, Illinois, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Please feel free to contact us for any management needed for your property. Feel free to reach out with any questions to Bobby and Iris Kazadi.
With an award-winning body shop right here in West Frankfort, Illinois, Weeks is your hometown Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram dealer. Come out and visit us in person or online at gregweeks.com. Your hometown dealership, right on the price, right off I-57.
Kids Corral Incorporated, celebrating 25 years serving the children and families of Southern Illinois. Owned and operated by Jana King and Kristen Cass. Kids Corral in West Frankfort.
Redbirds Live, brought to you by the partners of Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, including former West Frankfort High School dual sports standout Lance Brown and fellow West Frankfort alumni and veteran Matthew Carroll. The law firm of Sam C. Mitchell and Associates are proud members of the West Frankfort community and proud servants of all of Southern Illinois.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's Auto, Home, and Life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Contact Power Wash Plus for a free quote on all your residential or commercial pressure washing needs. Professionally operated and fully insured. Call Power Wash Plus at 618-663-2505 for more information. That's Power Wash Plus at 618-663-2505.
Howell Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Howell Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 937-4000.
Make light work of everything with Honda's top-of-the-line family of Pioneer 1000 side-by-sides. All models sport a best-in-class engine and an exclusive 6-speed automatic dual-clutch transmission. Then there's the 1005 models, equipped with Honda's quick-flip seating that seats up to 5 passengers. So find your next Honda Pioneer today at Build the Lodge Honda in West Frankfort.
Experience a taste of Mexico at La Fiesta Mexican Restaurant. We have the best food and drinks for the whole family to enjoy. See you tomorrow, amigos.
E.R. Brown Furniture has been providing West Frankfort and Southern Illinois communities quality furniture for 109 years. E.R. Furniture has the largest selection of Lazy Boy furniture and can help you find your next recliner, sofa, or love seat. E.R. Brown Furniture can provide delivery and set up to your home as well. It's E.R. Brown Furniture, downtown West Frankfort.
The city of West Frankfort is proud to support the students of Frankfort Community High School. The future is in the youth of our community. Go Redbirds.
People's National Bank has been serving the communities of Southern Illinois since 1909. We believe that great customer service along with a wide variety of products will meet all of your banking needs. Come in and check us out today. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
McDonald's, family-owned and operated. Moreland Bishop McDonald's has 21 locations to serve you.
The West Frankfort Aquatic and Activity Center are proud partners of Redbirds Live. Come check out our heated indoor swimming pool, fitness center, and basketball gym. Stop by for a visit, or you can contact us at 618-937-1665.
Final score, 71-55. The West Frankfort Redbirds win the West Frankfort Midwinter Classic here in 2024. It's the post-game show brought to you by IBI Management. Quincy, Frankfort put together 2 good games. You knew it wouldn't really matter unless you did it here again tonight. They got it done.
Yeah, Frankfort played very well against Cairo, against Crab Orchard here tonight. You couldn't ask for a better effort from Frankfort. The intensity that they brought in both games and the offensive patience to take a better shot and to look for it is all you can ask for as a coach. And Coach Serge down there, he's very happy right now.
And what a great win for Frankfort and a much needed win, and to win this home tournament first time in a while. And they had some people would say they had some pressure on them this year. You dropped Marion a couple years ago. You drop Heron coming into this year. Centralia was in it last year. They're not in it this year. People were pressuring them. They said, hey, they better win it. Well, they came out and they did it. They won each game decisively. There wasn't a close game. 16-point win here tonight. And Frankfort had it double digits quickly, and there was no looking back. It never got back down below, I think, 14 points. And credit to those guys, credit to Coach Surdich, credit to his staff. I mean, what? I mean, you couldn't ask for a better performance this week. And the way they came in and held a team like Crab Orchard to 55 points says a lot about the defensive team that Frankfort brought here tonight.
Yeah, it looks very good. Yeah, I think this is a very good 3 games for Frankfurt to carry on to the rest of the year as well. You know, going into their next game, I think they got a lot, still got a lot to prove, still got a lot to bring to the table. And tonight just shows you, and the whole tournament shows you how really lethal out there they could be.
Yep, let's get to the post-game stat sheet brought to you by the City of West Frankfort.
Starting off, Crab Orchard Trojans, Brotherton with 2, Travelstead 5 on the night, Clark with 8, Watts 24 points for him, Stover 5, Dawes with a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds. Crab Orchard Trojans finished the game with 13 total turnovers. Move over your West Frankfort Redbirds side. Start off with Jack Harrell with 5 points, Osborne with 6, DT Thomas with 8 points, 8 rebounds on the night, Eli Tyson with 10 points, Keegan Bowers 17 points, 14 rebounds for him, and leading scorer for the Redbirds, Brady Melvin, 25 points, 9 rebounds for him.
Yeah, and it was a great showing. I loved Frankfort's energy tonight. I think it was unmatched. Crab Orchard seemed a little like almost a step behind in terms of trying to keep that intensity up. Frankfort kind of jumped them out of the gates. I don't think the Trojans expected that much that quick, and it didn't let up the entire game. Frankfort's defensive efforts.
Yeah, I think a little bit of a panic mode set in for the Trojans when they really came out in this game. They were not expecting a full pressured, high intensity Redbirds defense like they got, and it really showed out there. They went to panic mode. They took some bad shots, and then they made some bad mistakes on both ends of the court.
Yeah, they announced the all tournament team as well. They announced earlier Jesrick Pilgrim made it, and from Thompsonville,
Moreno.
Marino makes it as well. So Marino from Thompsonville, Pilgrim from Cairo, Quincy. Who else made it? As they were announcing that as we were running some sponsors.
From the Crab Orchard Trojans, uh, Clark made it and Travelstead. And then from West Frankfort, Eli Tyson, DT Thomas, and your tournament MVP, Keegan Bowers.
And I mean, they gave 4 to Heron, who won it. Brady Melvin's got to be on the all tournament team. He has to be on the all tournament team.
I was a little shocked I didn't hear his name, but I was really expecting hearing Brady Melvin to be on the all tournament team and was shocked.
Yeah, we welcome in head coach Josh Surdich. Coach, you just won the 2024 Midwinter Classic. Initial thoughts?
Just happy for our kids. Real happy for them. Monday night, I didn't think we played real well. I thought against K-Rail we played a pretty solid 4 quarters of basketball, and we didn't have a real good last couple days of practice trying to prepare for Crab Orchard and the things they do. But they came out and executed really well tonight, I thought.
Coach, I think there's 2 games in this gym this year when you've had a really good crowd, and your guys have responded to that. Both games, your 2 biggest wins of the year, Nashville and Crab Orchard. It's so important to have these guys out here and have that support because, I mean, it matters.
It does. It does. The kids really feed off that energy in the gym. Good student section. A lot of people from the community out here. It really helps. It helps a lot. Sorry, I cut you off there.
Oh, you're good.
Keegan Bowers had a little stint there for a little bit where he seemed a little slow in games, and over the past 2 games against Cairo and tonight, he's looked excellent on the court.
Any idea how many boards he had tonight?
He had 14 rebounds per night.
Felt like he had 30.
Yeah, I know. For a little bit there, him and DT Bowers really cleaning it up nice on the boards. How big of into going into this game strategy-wise was really getting rebounds and pushing the pace?
Rebounds we thought were going to be big. I mean, they shoot a lot of threes, and when you shoot a lot of threes, you're going to have a lot of long rebounds. Long shots equal long rebounds. So we were a little concerned going into the game, but seemed like Keegan was getting every board out there, and I thought overall as a team we did a really nice job rebounding.
Coach, you gave up the late basket there in the second. Should have been up 19, ended up going in 15. Still in a great spot. Mentality still the same in the third. And when did that kind of let up? It seemed like you didn't really run clock till about 2-3 minutes left in the game, which you got there with that success, but it also allows them to get more possessions. I wonder when you changed from that.
It's scary. With the way they shoot the three, they can get back in the game real quick. So you kind of want to try to slow the game down. But then I felt like when we tried to slow it down just a little bit with around the 4-minute mark, we kind of started turning the ball over. So then it was like, well, let's stay a little bit aggressive here for a couple more minutes, and then see if we can burn the rest of it.
And I mentioned it before. I mentioned it on air here. When the new teams were announced for this, there were people saying, well, they better win it.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, you won it.
Yeah. We don't put the schedule together. Our players don't put it together. Coaches don't put it together. So we just play the teams that are in it and give our kids credit.
And much needed for the program, for the school, and not only did you guys win it, there was no debate. I mean, you guys won 3 convincing victories here, and this one tonight against a really good Crab Orchard, a really good team that can play with just about anyone. Coach, we appreciate it. Congratulations.
Good to see you guys. Thank you.
That's Coach Josh Surdich, West Frankfort Redbirds head coach, and him and his team champs here at 2024 Midwinter Classic. Quincy, closing thoughts here.
Yeah, this is going to be a good weekend for the West Frankfort Redbirds. Definitely some happy kids on that team and happy coaching staff. Winning midwinter here in 2024. 3 dominant performances by the Redbirds, and there's nothing more you could wish out of coming off this week and then going into our next game in the future.
Yeah, and absolutely. It's a great finish to the week. Ladies come up short yesterday, but 2-1, that's huge for them too. They've needed wins. They played 2 games this week that were really good and just fell short to Heron. So important though. Frankfort gets back at the top, either boys or girls here at this midwinter. So congrats to Frankfort. Congrats to all the teams and all the guys and girls that made all tournament throughout the week. We've had fun calling all these games, and it's been a blast. We appreciate everyone that supported us, and we hope that you guys continue to do so in the future. We got many more games to come along the line here on Redbirds Live.